It's your boy K9 Games. And yesterday, the live ended because my phone overheated. But I was actually about to get into the actual techniques that you can do, like that you can actually do to manifest your own goals. Because a lot of times we will talk about manifestation and we'll teach you about reality, but we never actually tell you how to actually use that information to manifest your own goals. Now, a lot of times people think that they have to use their hands or like go try to go physically figure out something to do to manifest what they want, but that's not necessarily true. And if you understand how to actually do what I'm about to tell you, you would do inspired action through your subconscious mind to actually do the thing that you need to do to get to your manifestation. It's not something that you have to figure out. Okay? So once you guys understand that, a lot of other things will make sense because one thing I want you guys to think about is things that you do have to learn. You have to think about somebody else figure that out first. So it's like your brain can make those same neural pathways connections, but without you even having to actually learn from the person that had those neural connection pathways first. So once you understand what I'm saying, getting them downloads and like understanding how meditation and concepts like the Akashic records and like stuff like that, you will start to understand how those things actually work. So now, what are some actual techniques that you can do only using your mind to actually manifest your own goals, and how do they actually work? Okay, so there's two techniques that I actually use, and then these are ones that I actually use in my day-to-day life. Well, actually, let's say three. Okay, two main ones and like a third subconscious one. Okay, so the first main technique, okay, and this is the main one, and I just got to be honest, okay, and that's visualization. I know a lot of other people got their other ways, but I promise you, if you want to manifest your own goals and you don't want to have to work hard and like you don't want to do all this inspired action and then like let's be lazy. I mean, like let's be honest. If you're lazy, like it's okay. You can still manifest and be lazy. Like you don't have to be a hard worker. That's the point of manifestation. Like you can manifest to get what you want being lazy. People just don't understand that. But if you do want to be that type of person, then visualization is something you really have to understand. Especially if like you want to do things like quantum shift and quantum leap and like stuff like that. So now the second technique is going to be affirming, okay? So there's different types of affirming, but all of them work and you should use all of them combined. So that's like robotic affirming, affirming in like the 369 type of way, affirming to where you're like visualizing while you're affirming what you're affirming, like in embracing those energies. Using all those things are good techniques to influence your mind, and through your mind, you're going to be influencing reality. So I'm going to explain to you guys how this actually works because you're probably wondering how can me imagining something in my mind affect somebody else out there, right? And then that's one of the things that kind of took me a long time to understand. But once you do, it becomes kind of very, very simple, and it kind of becomes like very easy. Like right now, it's very easy. Like thank you to the people that are joining in because I'm using exactly what I'm talking about right now. So first of all, this is where understanding physics come in at because you have to understand the way that reality actually works. A lot of people don't understand how reality actually works, and then like they be like, science says this, like you don't understand what the fuck science says because I'm somebody who actually studies science. I mean, I have certifications, I have degrees, like I have my education. So it's like you can't tell me what us scientists are like saying if you're not the person that's like studying what we're studying. Like I literally have a whole business of study consciousness. Omniverse IT, if you guys do not know. Also, go follow me on Instagram at Kwame George K9 Games. Also, make sure you guys are subscribing by doing it too. But anyways, okay. So this is how this works. Okay. So first of all, you have to understand the way that reality works. All right. So when you understand that our reality is multi-dimensional, meaning that you have so in like basic geometry, you learn length times width times depth, right? That makes up our first three dimensions. But there's a lot more dimensions that governs those three dimensions that you see with your eyes. And then the funny thing is with your eyes, you actually only see in two dimensions. Like when I'm holding this in front of you, like without using your mind, you can't actually see the third dimension of this. And then that's another thing that you have to understand because it's with your mind that you can actually interpret these higher dimensions. You have to because these physical tools here, they're like limited almost, but your brain is like fucking like it's a freaking machine. Okay, make sure you guys are subscribing. Show me some love. Donate to my Cash App. My Cash App is K9 Games. Anyways, though, okay, so this is how this works. Okay, So you have the third dimension, which is what makes up this three-dimensional object, right? But there's a fourth dimension that governs this, which is space-time. You gonna learn this in physics, okay? So for an example, this object moving through space, you gonna see how this three-dimensional object is like moving through a space. That's the fourth dimension of space. This is why we can have a past, present, and future. Now your brain kind of puts its own kind of like logic on it to kind of make it seem like yesterday or whatever, but it's just energy moving, okay? And that's what the fourth dimension is. It's gestation. Now there's a lot more dimensions. Now the dimensions actually go infinitely, but the way that our reality is actually it's construct within 10 dimensions. Now, when you get into like VR systems and everything like that, that's when you get into like 20 dimensions and everything like that. But I have videos on that on my page. Go check out my spiritual playlist. But anyways, so I'm gonna explain just only like the up to the fifth dimension because I want to get to the actual core. So now you have the fifth dimension, right? Now with the fifth dimension, imagine this object, it's moving through space, right? But imagine that simultaneously it's not just this object, but it's this object too. So it's like in like a superposition state. So this is what Schrodinger was talking about if you guys study physics and you understand the Schrodinger's cat theory. Because things are in a probable state at all times unless like you're observing on it and then like it like manifests as like a solid. Now this happens on like different levels. So like your whole reality within itself is like in like a probable state, if you understand what I mean. Which is why like how if you go to sleep and like you have a dream and then based on like what you have impressed on your mind, you can like influence your like brain and your consciousness to like go to like that type of reality. This is where like nightmares come in at. Also like different types of like lucid dreaming and astral projection and like stuff like that. Like once you understand the science, it's kind of easy, okay? So and then that's kind of what I'm here for. I'm here to teach how to do science. So now, understand this, okay? How can we use this to our advantage to actually manifest, right? And that's where the visualization and like stuff like that comes in at. Because what you're trying to do, well, not what you're trying, what you're going to be doing, right? Make sure you guys are liking this on video and subscribing. But what you're going to be doing, right, is you're going to be aligning your state of being in your consciousness and your awareness to the reality that you want. So this is why you have people that be affirming a lot or like having the vision boards because they're trying to constantly impress that into their mind so their state of being gets on to that timeline that like does that, okay? So here, this is the example that I gave yesterday. I'm gonna make it quick and I'm gonna give it to you guys, okay? So I'm gonna manifest very, very quickly, but I'm not gonna actually do it, but I'm gonna just give y'all the blueprint, okay? So right now I'm gonna manifest going to prison tomorrow, okay? I wanna go to prison tomorrow, and how can I do that, okay? So right now the thought that just came to my mind was to go rob a bank, right? So let's say I go rob a bank, as y'all can see, that's gonna obviously, boom, send me to prison, right? Boom, I get to prison, right? Boom. Okay, so now you have to understand, right? Before I even go rob the bank, I'm gonna have all these fears thinking about what could go wrong, I'm gonna be going to prison, Keep all this in mind, okay? And then when I actually go rob the bank, right? The cops are gonna apprehend me, They're gonna drive me to the police station. Keep this in mind. They're gonna register me, and then they're gonna put me in jail, and then they're gonna send me to prison. Okay, keep all that in mind. Okay, so now when you're manifesting something, let's say you want to manifest $1 million, right? You're gonna go through that same type of process. So you want to get the $1 million, so you're gonna be going on your way to the bank. Okay, so you may get an idea to start a business, or you may have somebody come and offer you $1 million, like how something's gonna happen that's gonna like lead you to that goal. But the thing is, you have to hold it in your mind. And then now the thing is that depending on what you're trying to manifest, it's hard to like stay dedicated, like, or like stay consistent on that to where you can actually allow the energy to actually manipulate and manifest to what you want. Because here's the thing, if you're wavering, like how you're like doubting, like how, oh, maybe it's not gonna happen, maybe I'm not gonna get what I want, what's gonna happen is your energy is gonna be manifesting like mixed signals, literally. So you're gonna be getting like what you want, but also like not what you want. So it's gonna be bad, okay? But you're gonna feel like you're progressing because you are progressing, and then that's kind of how our paradigm is kind of set up already. But you're gonna be progressing very, very slow compared to somebody who's dedicated, consistent, and like they understand like everything that I'm trying to teach you guys right now, okay? So now, visualization. So when you visualize something, right? This is what I recommend. I recommend that you hold. Okay, so I'm gonna visualize with y'all right now. Something that I'm manifesting. Me and my girlfriend, we got our anniversary. Well, no, let's not do that. Let's do this because I want to get 10 million. Well, I'm gonna have 10 million subscribers by the end of this year. So I'm gonna be on live like, hey y'all, I manifested that 10 million. So I'm gonna visualize that, and then I'm gonna just basically like I'm gonna show y'all while doing it for real. Okay. So right now I'm visualizing. I'm in my luxury apartment because me and my girlfriend we just got our new apartment a couple months ago, and yeah, and then I got a stack of money right here, and then and then I'm telling you guys, I'm like, hey y'all, this is what the mind can like do, like how this is what's like possible. And I reached 10 million subscribers. Like I probably broke a record. I'm not even sure, but this is what's possible with the mind. Okay. So now with me, just doing that just now, all I have to do now is just keep that image in my mind. So I'm right now, like while I'm even talking to y'all, I'm seeing it right now. I'm in my luxury apartment. I hit the 10 million. I'm on live. I even got my wife Sarah there. She's in the background, kind of congratulating me. And then I got the stack of money. And then the reason why I got this money here is because I'm showing you guys like you cannot just only manifest fame and attention, but like, you can monetize that. And like yeah, and then so now what I'm actually gonna be doing, like I'm letting you guys know what I'm gonna be doing now is I'm gonna be keeping that in my mind and as my state of being. So now I'm actually like I'm that person now that made that 10 million. Like right now I have just changed. So now I'm the person that's made the 10 million. So even the way that our conversation moving forward, y'all, it may be even better because we just did this exercise. So now I'm kind of creating a paradox here. But anyways, now I'm gonna teach you guys what I just did. Okay. What I did was I visualized what I wanted. Okay, which was the 10 million subscribers, right? And also I also want a lot more money, so I kind of threw that in there too. And my girlfriend Sarah, well she's my fiance now, but by the end of this year I am planning on actually marrying her. I've already done that. Somebody said, "Can you manifest your own dad to him come back?" I've already done that, you motherfucker. Okay, but anyways, okay. Um, so this is what you do, right? So let's say you want to get the 10 million, right? Like I'm how what I just did. You want to visualize that, create a scene, any scene that you feel like you would be doing or you would want to do when you hit that 10 million. Me, it's at home because I like chilling at the crib, being on live with you guys, and then I like being with my wife. So I got my wife with me in my vision, and you want to see that, right? You want to make it real. You want to use all your senses. You want to like I'm so good at this that I do it fast, okay? But you want to make sure that you're breathing, seeing, feeling, tasting, making it 100% real. Now, this is the kicker here. You don't want to see it like I mean, it can still work if you see it as like a picture screen, but it's not going to be as effective, okay? Meaning that you're not going to get as much energy to move versus as if you do what I'm about to tell you, okay? So instead of seeing it as like a picture screen, you want to embody it, okay? So like when I was doing that, I was actually there. Like I was feeling the emotions, like, and then I'm still that person now that we're talking about. And then that's the quantum shift, okay? And then now it's gonna seem delusional, and then you want that to happen. If it doesn't seem delusional, then you're not doing it right because you're still on the same timeline. Because the point is you want to create a shift, so you have to create a delusion. Okay, now the reason why you have to create a delusion is because what I just explained to you guys earlier in the live, we live in a multidimensional reality, which is an illusion, okay? And the thing is, you're trying to shift it, and you're trying to create what you want, so you have to create a delusion, so you can manifest in the illusion, okay? So back to what I was saying, right? This is where affirming comes in at, because now since you got the thought in your mind, right, you can turn that picture into like words, okay? So like for an example, from that scene, I have 10 million subscribers. I have 10 million subscribers. I have 10 million subscribers. I'm so happy and grateful. I am in my luxury apartment that I was able to easily afford with millions of dollars, and I have 10 million subscribers. I am breaking records. What I have manifested has gone beyond people's logic. I am so grateful. Like how you can start to turn that scene into words, and you want to do that, okay? And now that's just one way to set up your affirming, and that's kind of one of the most powerful ways. I kind of skipped over a lot of other ways, and then just gave out the fucking cake here, okay? So you want to do that, okay? And then now when you do that, you want to constantly keep that in your mind, like you don't stop. So this is what a mental diet is called, okay? Now, as you guys know, I own a fitness business, and one of the first things that I mastered was nutrition and all that kind of stuff. And one of the things that I realized is when you're dieting, like it doesn't stop. Like how you don't like unless it's a part of the diet plan, you don't diet one day and then just stop the other day. That's what's gonna fuck up your results. Same thing goes with manifesting. You don't just be delusional and like hold that state for like a couple minutes, and then once you're done, just go back. Like no, you have to hold that state for forever, okay? Until it fully manifests, and then you won't have to mentally hold it because it's gonna be reaffirming itself. So so what you do right is you oh what is that? Okay. So you want to make sure that you just affirm. I'm about to be done. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to just affirm, and then so this is the thing though, right? Because a lot of you guys still work like on 9 to 5 jobs and like stuff like that, and then so you're probably wondering like, how can I hold that state while I'm working at like a job, right? And then so this is where understanding the dimensions and having control over your self and understanding you're not the mind and not the body and like stuff like that. So what you're gonna be able to do is you're still gonna be able to be you and hold that state here, but like let your body like subconsciously do what it has to do in the meantime. And then here's the kicker: while you're doing that, what you're starting to do with your hands is gonna become inspired action to actually lead you to your manifestation. So you don't have to worry. Just keep doing what you're doing. And then once you get those ideas and like thoughts, follow those, and then before you know it, you're gonna manifest exactly what you want very very quickly too, especially if you hold it in your mind. All right, y'all, I'm out though. Stay up.